Corner for us, Hansen. Howdo, ladies and gents, and welcome back to York City Football Manager Season 3, episode number 5. And we are clinging on to our lead. We still have 5 goals ahead of Sheffield United and 3 points. They are in the lead in League One in real life right now. Quite a comfortable lead, I believe. Far more comfortable than this. But here in this world, it's all about York City. And, well, our form has been somewhat indifferent of late. Let's have a quick look, shall we? Now, the last game you saw was this one against Port Vale, a 2-1 win. And well, it's a rather lovely pattern, actually, since the episode before that, episode number 3, which I believe was these 2 draws here. We've gone loss, win, 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 draw, draw. So a lovely, not quite symmetrical, because there's an even number of losses and wins in this part, but a lovely little pattern there of results. So today we should lose against Rotherham away and beat Walsall at home. Hopefully not. Hopefully we'll beat my favourite team in real life, who are soon to be in League One in real life, and Walsall as well. Get 2 wins in a row for the first time since, this really great run we had here in October/November, and it's now late February. Holy shit. Also, since you joined me, there has been a transfer window. Now, I believe you were here when I signed Jason Shackle. He's in. He's played 3 times. He's averaged a poor rating, and I'm not too sure about using him. But he's definitely 35 years old with his decent mental stats. He's good. Where's his leadership? 18. He's a good man to have in the dressing room, and will probably carry him forward into the Championship just as an experienced head to have in there. Don't know how much he'll play. That remains to be seen. Now, an unfortunate bit of news. Ian, the Colombian Ian, wanted to leave because I wasn't playing him enough. So I have signed on loan instead a young regen called Andrew Ferguson from Liverpool, already valued at 2.9 million at 18 years old. And with a look at these stats, you can't really complain. I mean, his stamina and strength were his weak points as well as jumping, which he's only 5'10", so it's never going to be that high. But his stamina and strength were his weak points when he came to me, and they're on their way up. He's got pace, agility. His dribbling is a little weak. I was hoping that would go up. It hasn't yet. But his first touch and his heading's really good. He's got decent passing. His mentals are very strong for an 18-year-old. I haven't played him much yet, but I'm hoping at some point. It's hard to take Mellis out of the team. He would take Mellis's place in the team, and Mellis has been on great form, so it's difficult to take him out really. And I have taken a risk. Twice already this season, the board have had to inject cash just to try and stop us losing money month on month. And I have taken a risk, and I have spent money. I have spent £50,000, which is a lot for this club, but I've spent it on a Championship level central midfielder in Jamie Hansen, who Derby didn't want anymore. They put him on the transfer list. I was like, yep, please and thank you, because as a box-to-box man, he is a perfect rival for that spot with Chris Atkinson. He's got good all-around physical stats with a highlight, obviously, of the natural fitness of 16, which is great for a box-to-box man. His mentals are strong, excellent vision, determination in particular, but all over, very strong mentals. Could do with maybe a little bit more aggression, but that's fine when you consider the rest of them. And good technical ability as well. Could do with a little more finishing, but his touch, his free kick taking has come in handy already. Decent long shots. He can mark and tackle, and he's also got passing and technique. He's an excellent player that we will definitely be carrying forward into the Championship. Should we get there? I should have probably said that on the Jason Shackle bit as well. Should we get there? And whether we get there or not, it will depend in no small part on how we do today. Against Rotherham, who are going to line up 4-4-2 by the look of it. Regan Poole's in there. Chuck Sanika. They've got some decent players. Their star man is Shaquille Coulthurst, but if this is right, then he's not playing. I will be fine with that. And for the first time in quite a while, I do have a bit of a selection problem because so many players are kind of up and down. I mean, I tried Ferguson out because Mellis was on a bit of a poor run, but he didn't really do it, so I think I'll put Mellis back in for this game. OV had a spell of doing quite well, but that's gone away now. Hanley, really up and down. He's epitomised the team's form with his form. Joe Maguire hasn't been consistent either. I think I'll put Hanley back in for this one. We're away from home though, so I'm going to take the fullbacks off attack. We're away from home against one of the stronger teams in this league. And I'm not just saying that because I support them in real life. I'm saying that because it's true. Wow, Sean Rooney's on really bad form. He's going to have to come out. Where is Vera? Vera, can you hear me? There you are. You're on alright form. Realistically, I'm not exactly flush for options. Chris Atkinson has been consistently alright. But his average for the season is still so high. I don't really want to take him out. Jamie Hansen's been doing well. Clovis is still alright. 3 goals from that position is really good. I don't want to change the front two, obviously, even though they both had a really poor game in the last game. They've both been magnificent. I need to try and sign one or both of them if I can. Christopher De Gracia was complaining that he wasn't playing, and he's actually coming in and is now our best informed centre-back, which isn't difficult to do, to say we're on a bad run. Shackle hasn't had a good game for us yet. Shackle can come out. I haven't given Sonny a chance in a while because he was really poor for a long time. Who else is the Luis? Oh, Luis Silva, yes. Luis Silva. He was unfit, which is why he came out in the first place, but his recent average has been great. Defensive centre-back. I think I'm going to roll with that as the team. Not much more than I've already said to say. Just got to hope for the result here. I don't know that we'll get... Shall I put Hansen as deep line? Or centre mid support? I think centre mid support. Actually, no. Can I go 2 box-to-box men? I don't really want to do that, do I? Ball winning, deep line playmaker, defend. We've got advanced playmaker and support up here. Yeah, let's go for that. They are strong favourites to win. We are not expected to get anything from this game. But with Sheffield United hot on our heels now, we need something. And Shaquille Coolthirst isn't playing. He's on the bench. That's excellent news for us. But their team still does look strong. Lined up in a 4-4-2. They might have a bit of joy down the wing, but hopefully we'll have men advantage in the middle. I really don't know how this game's going to go. I guess we'll find out in a few short seconds. And already they have a corner with Stobbs putting it in. Oh, off the post. Oh, scrambled away. Is that a goal kick, please? No. Okay. I'll be interested to see that replay, actually, because I'm not quite sure what happened with that. Mellis, get it away better than that, please, mate. You're unchallenged there. Clovis. Oh, dear. Okay, that's fine. It was a header, not a volley. Let's see the one that hit the post, though, because... Yeah, not quite sure what happened with this one. So Stobbs puts the corner in. Atkinson kind of diving headers. That was very, very odd indeed. I don't know what happened there. Immediately the highlight though from a goal kick from them. They're going to play it out from the back. Ball to Stobbs. Their right back's injured. Good stuff. Nick. I really don't want to butcher that name. I'm going to assume that N is silent. Keita. His Grant on the inside though is being given the option to shoot, but straight down Keller Roos's throat, and that's not going to trouble him. They are having all of it here. Another corner, Casado. That looked like the kind of one that turned into a penalty. Here's Keita. Chuksanika. Ball. Back to Kai. Keita. Casado. Oh, they've hit the post again. Right, I think I'm going to have to change things here because we are under the cosh. I'm going to pause it there, and I'm just going to clear instructions, and we're going to go counter. No, we're not going to close down more actually. We'll just play on the counter and we'll be disciplined. So they work the space here. Chuksanika back to ball is going to find Kai with a beautiful first time round the corner pass, and he should have scored that. John Kalainen should have scored that. Immediately another highlight. This is frenetic pace, this game. His Keita is done. Oh, okay. I was a little bit worried for a second there, but needn't have bothered. A little bit worried how easily De Gracia got done there, though. We're getting a bit more of the ball here towards the end of the first half. They haven't had an attacking highlight in a while, which to say how many they had in the first few minutes is saying something. Let's see if we can't get one. We didn't, but we did come into the half more towards the end of it there. I'm going to leave it on counter because I think since that change has been made, it has worked. And I'm going to... Well, they haven't been unlucky. They've been lucky because they've hit the post a couple of times. I'm not going to say far from pleased because I'm not. I'm going to tell them to keep going. Yeah, that'll work. And I'm not going to say anything else. Apart from to Telford, who's having a poor game. I'm going to say I'm not happy calmly. There you go. Second half has begun how the first ended, with us with more possession. I might take us off counter because with the now played, we have had more of the ball in this second half. And so we're going to clear this again. Back onto standard. You know what? Just straight up standard. Straight up standard, because that's what I sometimes play. When things get a little overcomplicated, when I feel like I'm overcomplicating it for myself, with this formation, I just clear instructions and just leave it on standard and kind of let the team and the formation just work as it has done for nearly 3 years now. 73 minutes gone and it's a very even game at this point. I've got a few tired legs, but the tired legs of the midfield men who are clearly putting in a decent shift each. So I don't really want to disturb them. Telford could come off because he's got even worse since half time. We'll give Andy Little a run out, a rare run out for him, on the bench because Jake Cassidy is injured at the moment. Do I want to disturb this midfield? Not really, not right now. Maybe later. Maybe if they start getting really tired. They've started getting really tired. 87 minutes played. I'm going to bring Clovis and Atkinson off. We'll shift Jamie across to box. We'll bring Atkinson off for Dean Marnie, who can switch to central midfielder. Your favourite role is defend, but I'm going to put you on support, mate. And actually, Marnie's the only one out of my bench players that can play at the Clovis spot. So no, actually, second thoughts, mate, you're going to do that. And Ovi can come in this role, and you can play deep line playmaker on defend and support. Fuck it. All 3 substitutions today have said they felt they get along well with me. I am so good at this. On this save. Corner for us, Hansen. Mugi's touched it. Mavididi's tucked it away. Get in. Yes. My subs hadn't even been made. They're being made now. Oh, shit. I wish that had happened before I'd done them. I'd have made different subs. Oh, fucking hell. What a mare. It's not a great corner, to be honest. McGee comes in, doesn't claim it, and it deflects in off Chukwuemeka. Oh, fuck. Okay, right. Let's come out of this and let's pause this shit. Tactics screen, please. I'm going to drop Mellis into the midfield as central midfielder on support. Ovi, you are going to go on to defend, mate. These 2 can go on to defensive fullback. And that will be that. Shall I change it to defense? Yeah, we will. There's fucking a minute left. Change it to defensive, structured. No instructions though. I don't want to complicate it because it's an unfamiliar fucking team shape. Oh, this would be a huge win if we can get it. Let's just keep the ball. Andy, just keep the ball, mate. Don't give it away. Good man. Hansen, Mavi. Hold it up. Yes, good. Yes, good. It's done. Yes, what a victory. That's an excellent, excellent win. Whew. We weathered the early storm. In the first 15 minutes, they must have had about 5 chances. I think they hit the post twice in the first 15 minutes, but they haven't had an attacking highlight since. We came back into it and we won it at the death. Fan-fucking-tastic. I'm going to passionately tell them that was really nice because it was. That's excellent, excellent. Still only a 3-point lead because Sheffield United won. Who did they play? They were away, so I'm going to have to scan from it. Oh, here we go. They beat Ches 2-0 at Ches. We had more possession. Like I told you, we came back into it, but then look at the shot count, man. And the hitting the woodwork. They didn't respect the equipment. That's what you get. York fortunate to beat Rotherham. I agree. I agree. Because there has been a January window, and it's been a while since I've done this, let's have a quick look at how some other competitions are going. So, the Premier League title has been won in the 2 previous seasons to this by Manchester City and Manchester United, but it doesn't look like either of them are going to get that title this year. It looks well on the way to being Arsenal's. 27 games played, 24 games won, 1 draw, 2 losses. I thought our record was good. Our record is nothing on that. That is immaculate. Well, no, it's not immaculate, but it's spectacular. Dybala with 15 goals from Harry Kane and Jamie Vardy joining them on 15. Urs with an average rating of 8.2. Fucking hell. and 16 assists. Well, yeah. Gundogan with 14 assists. Schneiderlin is at West Ham. That's an interesting one. Who's struggling? Stoke or rock bottom. In fact, these three teams don't look like they're going to get out of this. Stoke, Middlesbrough and Southampton look like they're on their way down. Any surprise teams in the Prem? QPR, Cardiff, Villa, they're not surprised, nor are Newcastle. Wolves well up there. They always are, though. Wolves are always well up there. Championship, then. Who are we not looking like playing? Well, there's two that are pretty clear at the top. Fulham and Norwich look like they're on the way back. Swansea and Everton fighting to kind of remain in the playoff spots. These playoff spots are tight, man. Just like in real life. Anyone from 3rd to 9th could end up in that playoff. Down the other end, whose place we're going to be taking? Oxford. Oxford are in the fucking championship in this. That's impressive. Wigan on the way back down. As a Blackburn. Chef Wednesday are nowhere. Good. City all are nowhere. They're mid-table championship team now, unfortunately. Barca and Real fighting out at the top of La Liga. Who'd have predicted that, everybody? Dortmund and Bayern level on points at the top of the German first division of the Bundesliga. That's interesting. Napoli, oh right, Juve have a game in hand. Juve probably going to be top. They haven't lost this season. I don't know why the Russian league's a league in focus, and I don't give a shit about Krasnodar. And where are Porto? Porto are way behind Sporting and Benfica. That's a bit of a turn up. The latest casualty to Chinese football is Socrates Papastopoulos. I'm going with it. Tackling 19, marking 19. Fucking hell, and look at the physicals. He is a nigh on perfect centre-back. And he's wasting his career in Quanjian, as is Andre Carrillo from Southampton. But what were the big moves in January? Obiang from West Ham to Guangzhou for 47 million. What is it with Chinese teams and spending ridiculous amounts of money on, alright, good, but not incredible players? Bentaleb to West Ham for 30 million. That's a steep price. I like him. I liked him in the short-lived Schalke save, but I don't know if he's 30 million. Bernardeschi to Real Madrid from Fiorentina. I don't know much about him. I see an Italian name, I assume centre-back, until shown otherwise. So obviously not with that tackling and marking. Good technique though, good all-around skills. He looks alright. I don't know if he's quite going to be 36 million worth. Liverpool has spent 20 million on someone to take their set pieces. Okay. Denis Suarez to Liverpool for 9.5 million. That is a very good signing for not much money. Marco van Hinkel to Newcastle, permanent move, 6.25. That's a very good signing for Newcastle. It could be. Emre Moore to Everton. Why would he move to the Championship? This is one of the biggest wonder kids on the game now. Dribbling 18, technique 17, flair 18. The pace is mad. Well, not pace, the acceleration. And the last thing I'm going to look at for now is the Champions League. In the two previous seasons, in this save, Arsenal won it, and then Atletico Madrid. And this year, they just started the first knockout round. They played a few of the first legs. Chelsea-Bayern, that's a big tie. 2-1 to Bayern advantage. Barca-Dortmund, another big tie. Atletico Madrid, Man United, Real Madrid, Arsenal. I think I back Arsenal for that one, to be honest. Tottenham smashed PSG. Monaco beat Milan. Shakhtar Sporting is a bit of a weak tie at the bottom there. Top goal scorer in the Champions League, Harry Kane, and Luke de Jong for Benfica. Interesting. So I hope you didn't mind that little jaunt through the world as it exists in this save. Something I do periodically. I don't know if I've ever done it whilst recording. Just have a quick look at what's happening. It's quite interesting to see similar themes and patterns that emerge through different saves. Like Everton always tend to be relegated to the Championship fairly quickly, and Wolves always tend to end up near the pointy end of the Premier League. It's just strange how those two things happen in quite a lot of saves. If having a few of Franny's saves, as you can see by one of the series on this channel. But back to business. We are now at home against Walsall. They're not doing too great this season, so we should be winning this. I shouldn't say things like that. Now, both Kyle Kopp and Aidan Connolly are back to fitness now. They're lacking a bit of match sharpness, but they are both recovered from their leg break and knee ligament damage, respectively. And their average ratings obviously don't have one for the season because they've been injured since the end of last season, or pre-season, I think, one of them. I can't remember. But they haven't played either in this season, but I feel that particularly Aidan, I should try and get back involved. My coaches don't think much of his ability anymore, but He's back on the up. I mean, his fitness has gone down because he's had a broken leg for a year. That's kind of to be expected. But his technical ability can't really be doubted. Mentals could do with a bit of work, but he's only 23 still. He's still got a bit of potential in him. And he was so good the first 2 seasons, and I was really disappointed when he got injured. I think I'm going to at least put him back on the bench in place of Ferguson, who I've brought in on loan and he's done nothing. So let's put Aiden on the bench. Not on the pitch though. I'm going to stick with Mellis for now. In fact, no, you know what? He's been poor lately. Mellis can drop onto the bench. Aidan Connolly can come in. His position was... he was always attack rather than support. Do I want to do that? Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. We'll play the deep man on defend rather than support, and that'll hopefully balance that. And I think that's the only change that I'm going to make to the starting lineup for this game, so let's just fucking roll. We are heavy favourites to win this. We should be winning it. They're down in 15th. Bit of an indifferent record. They've drawn and lost 12 and won 10. So, you know, they're probably safe. But, yeah, they've not had a great season. We should be beating these. Stop saying things like that. Christopher de Grassa, by the way, he moaned that he wasn't playing. And since I've started playing him, I think he's played the 3 or 4 games, I think, since he was moaning. And yeah, he's gone to a 7.1 in recent games. So fair fucks, mate, fair fucks. You will have a run in the team. As long as you don't shit the bed right now. I've tempted fate a lot already prior to this game, for fuck's sake. Well, Vera got booked. And other than that, nothing at all. Assertive, not happy. Go and do fucking something. Just going to make a touchline team talk here because a few people are looking nervous. So just calm down. Alright, here we go. First highlight of the game, nearly an hour in. Connolly inside to Mavi. Oh, finds Telford. That's beautiful. Telford finished that. That's excellent. I want to see this in 3D to see exactly what Mavi just did. I feel like it might be a backheel pass. If it is, we might just have to cream ourselves together. Are you ready? Are you ready? For this. Here's Connolly. Inside to Mavi. What does he do? Oh, it's not back heel, but it's a lovely round the corner pass. Does 2 defenders with it. Telford's in. Read it well. Easy finish for the lad. He's on to, I think, 20 goals for the season now. Great loan signings, the pair of those 2. And you know what it means. An hour in, we've taken the lead. We're dropping these lads back. We used to drop them from attack to defend. We're now dropping to... No, we used to drop them from attack to support. Now support to defend. Because our form's dipped. There's a few bookings here. Smattering. But the fitness is good. And the performances are alright. In factually, what I could do is take off all 3 booked players, but then that's all 3 subs. Nah, we'll leave it a bit. And cue one of them getting sent off. Oh, highlight for them. Morris, Bakayoko. Clovis do well. Oh, he's got space. It's Byrne. Atkinson does well. Here's Hansen. Just hoofed though, not really played out. Here's Kelly. Vera closing him down, but not well enough. Byrne. Morris has fucking acres. De Grassa getting out to him. Putting pressure on him. Byrne has space. Look at the fucking space for Kelly. Oh dear. This isn't looking good. Well, I said it wasn't looking good. We're now going to switch it. Oh, wait. Did I not save the space that guy had on the left just now? If I'd have saved... I pressed cancel, didn't I? Because I decided not to do subs.
Oh, no, we'll leave it a bit.
If Vera's on defend, is he further back and is he tucking in to stop that happening? Irrelevant, because they're going on attack now. Oh, you fucking muppet. Now, Vera charges out there. If he's on defend, does he hang back? But if he hangs back, does Byrne pick a different pass? The problem is De Grassa not covering the near post properly. Or maybe Luis Silva actually looking at the position of the centre-backs. One of them, both of them, fuck them. Oh great, just as I click to make a quick substitution, this flashes up. Potential head injury to Steffi, so I'll just cancel and it'll make me do a sub. It'll take me to the tactics screen. Come on, hurry up. Thank you. So, Joe Pigot's going to come on as target man. That scuppers the subs I was going to do. Fucking hell. Right. Aiden's had a good game. Jamie Hansen hasn't especially. I'm going to bring Ovi on. I'm going to bring Josh Robinson on for Vera, because I do feel like he was at fault for that goal. And might as well make all three. Is anyone else having a particularly poor game? Raheem Hanley. Fucking hell. Joe Maguire, get on. Oh shit, I didn't have another sub because I had to take Mavi off. Fucking bollocks. I'll undo the last, then Vera can stay on and Maguire can come on for Hanley. That'll be the sub. Sorry, Josh. Come on, lads. We need this win. Oh, that's a poor clearance. Clovis. Atkinson. Telford. Oh, I thought he was going to find Joe. Atkinson again. Connolly, come on, produce something for me, mate. Maguire. Oh, that's a red card for them. Okay. So we, in response to that, we're going to go attacking. In fact, no, I'll do it on here. It's clearly he's going to attacking. Not going to go more direct, but we're going to go higher tempo. Expressive, run at them, etc. Let's go. Can we get anything from the free kick? Connolly over it. No, long heads away, but not very far. Connolly's going to pick it up. Play it wide. Oh, that's excellent. That's an excellent ball. Oh, one of you. I know you're a centre-back, Lewis. I won't give you too much shit, but Chris, you should have been controlling that, mate. I don't want to go overload. I hate overload on this game. It never seems to work. You only ever concede. Come on. Give me a highlight right now. Not Ovi getting booked. I don't give a shit about that. And not for them. So 1-1 draw against 10 men against a team that haven't done very well this year. That's really poor. Really poor. And that might leave our lead at the top of this league down to 1 point if Sheffield United have done well. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Let's find out. Let's have a look. Let's have a look how the other results today went. We've got to give a fucking team talk first. I'm just going to... That's assertive. You aren't good enough. Why are you stressed, Aiden? You're not going to play the next game, mate. It is down to 1 point. 1 point and 3 goals is the difference. Wow. Okay. This is now going to go down to the wire. Where before... rewind 3 episodes, we looked so comfortable at the top of this division. Our form has hit a really rough patch. And with a 1-0 win for Sheffield United over Bolton, they are fucking breathing down our necks now. This is going to be difficult, but I guess what's important, we might lose the league title, but the more important gap is the one to third, and that is still 9 points. Promotion is the real aim here. I really don't want to lead a division for a really long time and then lose it at the end again for 2 seasons in a row. It'd be nice to get a trophy like we didn't last season, but at the same time, either of these 2 top spots I will be fucking delighted with, particularly to say we were predicted to come round like here. The fact that we're at the top and have been for about 5 or 6 months at this point is phenomenal. Mavi's got a concussion, but they'll only see him out for 3 to 6 days. That's fine. Piggott can play one at target man. I'm not going to do the interview yet because I just want to have a look at the squad, because this squad is really, really large now. It's gotten too big. Look how far down it scrolls. I need a lot cutting out of this. So, just going to order by reverse appearances. Carl Kopp hasn't made a single appearance, but he's been injured the entire season. Robinson has not started a single game but come off the bench 12 times because he's so versatile. I love having him on the bench. He can come on. Right back, centre back, defensive mid, centre mid. He's a great player to have on the bench. Lewis Dodds is transfer listed. I want rid. Whelan is transfer listed. I want rid. Aidan Connolly, I don't know if he's going to be good enough for the Championship. Alex Whittle definitely isn't. You were a really good servant to me, mate, but you are going on the transfer list, bud. You're not good enough for this level. Vlad, I'm not going to pick up your contract, mate. In the chances I've given you since I signed you on what was essentially a half-season trial, haven't really shown anything. Andrew Ferguson, I might try and get him on loan again next year. He hasn't really shown me much. Alex Lawless is on his way out. Shackle, I want to keep him around for his leadership. Don't know how much he'll play. Dean Moore the same. These two former Burnley lads, experienced lads, They played in the Premier League before. They know the Championship very well. I'm going to keep them around the dressing room. Maddison. Yeah, Johnny. Johnny, you can go, mate. I'm sorry, Johnny. Didn't really give you much of a chance this season. Even when Kellerus wasn't doing very well, because I still think Kellerus on poor form is better than you. So you can go. I think Kellerus next year will have to be the backup goalkeeper of the Championship. We'll have to get a new one in somehow. Hansen is obviously Championship quality. He's not going nowhere. Andy Little. Oh, I've got a really tough decision to make with Andy. Does he stay or does he go now? Very tough decision that I'm not going to make right now. Jake Cassidy keeps moaning that he's not playing. When he does play, he doesn't play well. Come off the bench a lot. He's got 19 appearances and 1 goal at striker. So, yeah, Jake Cassidy, you, my friend, can go. Joe Pigott, I'll keep around. I'm always happy with Joe Pigott. He's only got 2 goals, but I just feel like he contributes more. He's got less assists. That doesn't really stack up. But his performances are better, and I feel like he does more when I'm watching him. O'Hanlon. O'Hanlon, I love you, mate. And the 6.94 from this season from your 8 starts and 13 bench appearances could be enough to make me keep you around. But he was getting that. He got that 6. He hasn't played in a long time. He got that 6.94 in the period where we were winning every game. And I think Chris Atkinson made him look good, much like Marquisio and Pogba. I don't know. I'm not going to make that decision now. Marcus Wood can keep getting loaned out / leave if you want to leave. What my scouts reckon? Yeah, he got a bit of potential. I might keep you around and loan you out again. White man. No, you're not good enough. You're not good enough for where we want to be. I'm listing these players now to try and get interest by the time we hit summer, because we're in March now. Need to start planning. Need to start thinning this squad out. DeGrasse is good enough. Maguire, probably a capable squad player. Vera, I'll decide based on other right backs I might be able to find. Lewis Silva's staying. Adrian Michael, I'd love to get permanent off Man City, but I don't think that's happening. What's his value up to? 725k. I think Man City will want him back. Raheem Hanley is probably Championship quality left back. Sonny. Sonny. I'll keep you around for now. Sean Rooney, I'll keep around. OV, might try and loan him back, might not bother. Clovis, I'll definitely keep around. He's so integral. Telford and Mavi, I want to sign permanently, and then Mellis and Atkinson, my 2 probably favourite players of this squad. And Kellerus, like I said, will hopefully be the backup goalkeeper next year. That's the squad as it stands. It's really fucking large. I'm going to try and thin it down a little bit in preparation for the Championship. And I know I shouldn't be preparing for the Championship now, but 9-point lead. 9-point lead. A boy can dream, right? Right? Oh, leave a like if you think we're going to get to the Championship. Leave a comment telling me I'm an idiot if you think we're not. And subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you next time. Peace.